What's today? Wednesday? We had a good practice today, Wednesday. Guys came out, practiced hard. That was basically what I wanted to see. I didn't want to see any lulls just because of the situation that we've been in, that type of loss. So Monday was kind of hard for them to come back, but they still responded and practiced well. Tuesday they did the same, and then Wednesday they kept the energy up. So it was another good practice. Looking forward to playing against Rutgers. We got a really good running back. We got to find a way to stop him, limit his touches. And then defensively, they're kind of a veteran group on defense. Kind of play hard, blue collar, similar to their coach. He's been there a little bit. So, I'm looking forward to this game, and I'm fired up. Anytime you have more opportunities to play after a game like that, you want to be able to get that bad taste out of your mouth. So, looking forward to this Saturday.
Another cross-country trip. Do you feel like you guys have the travel aspect down? I mean, you've already taken so many long trips this year. Do you feel like that's kind of like a non-factor at this point?
Yeah, I'll let other people complain about travel, so we play ball.
Going in Thursday, right?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you pay attention to the injury reports for Rutgers this week? Because I know just before, I think the backup running back announced season-ending injury, but I think their secondary is really dinged up. Mm-hmm. How much are you guys looking at that?
A lot, because it's secondary's dinged up, middle linebacker, and I think their best defense end. So it's we just got to see what comes out Saturday for that. But yeah, we do pay attention to it.
Putting your running back hat on, when you look at Manungai, what stands out about him as a running back and just his talent level?
He's just somebody that you have to wrap up. If you see on tape, a lot of guys are just trying to take their shot, just trying to hit him, and they're not wrapping up. So the key is you got to wrap him up. And I always say when you're playing against good running backs, you got to grab their legs and put it above their head. So you have to stop him from running. And he's another good back that I think he takes pride in his yards after contact too. So we got a big challenge ahead of us, but I know my front is pretty excited about it.
Speaking of defense, Jay Toya eating up 2 and 3 offensive linemen on pretty much every play. What has that done for the defense to have them have to commit so many guys to him?
That's almost asking Carson how does he feel about that. Because it's keeping Carson free and he's able to make a lot of tackles and stuff. But it's just it just kind of shows you what type of person Jay is. He's selfless. I'm sure he would like to get some one-on-one so he can beat some guys, get some sacks, and get some TFLs. But the situation that's happening, he's commanding 2 or 3 defenders to block him, and he's just doing a good job eating up blocks and letting our linebackers run around and make plays.
Have you seen guys like Carson show him some love and appreciation for what he's done?
Yeah, Carson, he's very thankful for what the D-line is doing for him, and linebacker similar to running back. You need everybody for you to get off. It's never just you. So, Carson's a good guy and he understands that.
Jay Toya ran the ball in high school. Do you ever think about doing a refrigerator Perry package for somebody like that?
We might put him back there with Alani, like you saw this past week. So that could be about 700 pounds in the backfield. But we might even name it Ben Bolch.
There you go. All right. So I got starting quarterback last year. This year I got a running back package named after me.
There you go. There you go.
Speaking of the running game, Anthony Adkins, is he someone who may get a look at things, just to maybe shake things up in the running game, see if you can get anything out of him?
I don't really think that it's the personnel that's, pretty much, but he's practicing hard and, he plays fullback this season now too, so that's he's not
someone who's going to necessarily carry the ball.
Yeah, exactly. Can't get some passes out of the backfield. He's helping out on special teams, so he's finding his role and finding his way.
Checking in on a couple guys. Sorry, Ruben, is he out for the season? EJ?
Not yet. I wouldn't say that. He had surgery a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, so we're still playing it by ear to see how it goes.
Okay, and what about Rico Flores?
Same thing. Rico hasn't had any surgery though, but he's still going through and just trying to get his body back to how he was earlier in the year. He had an unfortunate injury before we played Hawaii, so he's been playing with it since then, and then now we're just trying to make sure that he's just feeling solid to get back out there. But he for sure wants to play.
J-Mike, we talked to him yesterday, and he seemed to be feeling pretty confident. So how did that Minnesota game and all of the targets that he had kind of affect him this week?
You could see he had a little bit more energy, but he's not somebody that was, he was frustrated, but it never stopped the way he was practicing. So he was still practicing hard, and when you practice at a certain level, when you play in the games, you're going to play at a certain level too. So it was just exciting that we were able to get him going early, and then he was able to make some big plays towards the end of the game.
On offense, how much more important are first and second down becoming to, not have third and long or third and 8 situations for Ethan to drop back in?
It's huge. You got to stay ahead of the chains. It's not ideal to be in third and 8, third and 9, third and 15, third and 20. That's not ideal. You don't have a whole lot of plays for that. So I just think that as long as we can attempt to make some plays on first and second down and stay ahead of the chains, we should be okay. We have a new collective. John Manick and James Washington put that together for us. We already have 7 figures, so we're pretty excited about that. You can really see that the Bruin fans and some of our alumni are really taking pride in trying to get this collective going for football. So I'm just excited. I'm very thankful for everybody that has donated to it, and we shall continue to raise money, and it's what it takes right now in college football. So for you to kind of change your team, you got to have some money to be able to entice guys to come and see. So I'm just excited that we were able to get that going, and I'm really excited that it was announced Tuesday.
How important is this? I mean, obviously for the portal and guys you want to bring in for the future.
It's huge because I have to retain and I have to recruit some new guys. So it's and certain positions command a certain money. So it's just good that I think that our donors understand the nature of the business and where college football is going. So basketball just did a good job in the offseason being able to acquire a lot of talent, and we wanted to be able to do the same thing. So we're looking forward to it.
Sorry. As far as getting the donors engaged, like you said, have you done any Bruin for Life specific events or anything?
So
or it's just people who have come to stuff previously?
It's people that have come to stuff, but we've been inviting donors to all of the away games and just kind of prepping them for this. We just announced it to you guys, but we had already. It's been in the works for a little bit, and it's hard when you're not involved in something. It's hard to want to donate, But we've been bringing people in and letting them see the program, really be around our guys, and see how they sit in the team room, see how it goes, just see the energy. And I think them seeing how they're playing with how our record is and showing that, I think that's probably why most of the people have wanted to donate. Just because they're seeing that the players haven't quit and they're still fired up. So I think our donors were fired up about that also.
Is there anything behind the timing of it, to do it mid-season as opposed to waiting till after the season?
I think it was just more of an announcement just to let it out because we've known about it for all season, really. So it was just more of the when to announce it, and I think we just picked right now. It's a good time.
Has Chase's NIL thing been able to dovetail with it all, or is that kind of just a completely separate thing?
I think that's the next one that's coming too, and because that's more for all the athletes. You know what I mean? Chase does a really good job in NIL space, so we're leaning on Chase also for all the stuff that he does, and just trying to. At the end of the day, football might have a couple, so we're just trying to raise as much money as we can, and using Chase and Chase using the building, having events at the W and stuff like that.
How familiar are you with James? Did you know him well from alumni stuff?
Yes, very familiar. I used to play in his golf tournament.
Okay.
Before I was a golfer, but now I'm a coach now, so I don't get to play as much. Yeah, I've known James for a long time.
And just as far as the nature of collectives, obviously they're still fairly new when you think about how long they've been involved with college athletics. What do you think about the sustainability of that? Going to people, trying to get those kind of donations every year, and then, again, just trying to sustain something like that long term.
That's always been going on. It's just that
different forms.
Yeah, and the money was going to different places. The Wasserman building, you know what I mean? Right. So it's just their facility behind ours. So like it's still the same thing. You're still raising money. It's still for the student athletes, but you know now it's actually going directly to the players. So I think there's just as long as they can have a relationship with some guys and see where the money's going, I think our donors are pretty excited and fired up for it. Because what did we raise, 100 for Wasserman?
It was like 75.
75. Yeah, 75. So yeah, 75 when we built Wasserman. So you know they've always been supporting us. It's just been going to different things.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.